Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Taking on another team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Pitt Panthers offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Caught over the middle. It's Lee. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Hit right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Tempo and overdrive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards, he gets it down to the 20. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Holstein. Under fire. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Syracuse's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. They cough it up inside their 3. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for space, it's Nixon. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Pitt pushing the pace. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Syracuse, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Ross Simmons. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab down the middle. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. Quarterback's got the 1st. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Good, right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again, up 10-3. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Pitt right back to the line. Gives it on the option. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Pressure coming, trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Panthers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. It's a reverse. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Washington State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Nixon. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Second down.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Gill. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The snap sets up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cuse. A great catch and run for 6.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in this situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Syracuse, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The Panthers moving quickly to the line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Hauls it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
This time they'll go to the running game. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll do it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to barge in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got stuffed on second down, and still they need 1 yard here on third and goal. He'll sneak it. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on fourth and... Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Number 22, hauls it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Might be looking to run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Line getting set on second down. They go to the draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Syracuse lines up on third and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross Simmons. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
On the play.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Snagged in the middle, it's Hicks.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
The Panthers want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man, it's Holstein. He's going to take off. Makes the grab on the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Got it in the middle, it's Hicks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back on the move. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Throws to the back. Got his man on the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Holstein. Going for 6. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Hey, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 11 to Washington.
Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass pro.
The Panthers want to move quickly.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Orange will have to punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Hold and finds his man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to Davis. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Panthers heading quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Pitt will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. With the catch, it's Nixon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nixon. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Cook. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Rides to back and leaves it. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. And some room to work. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After a possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. He won't get there, it'll bring up 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On 4th down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Fires to the right. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cook. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down coming up. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown Orange. And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Minnesota was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Gophers over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with a sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Holstein. He'll pull it down. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. On the run, it's Nixon. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They try to pop a run on the draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Syracuse mere inches away from a 3rd down conversion. He'll keep it on the sneak. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gill. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds his man. It's Ross Simmons.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Cook. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. They push the lead to 4 here in the fourth. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Pitt pushing the pace.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Off play action. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Grab behind the line. It's Nixon. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here on 3rd down.
Timeout is first.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Gill. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Nixon. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Slips a tackle. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back, let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.